Appraisal of REO and foreclosure properties, Chapter 4, Scope of Work, page 11, Definition of Appraisal Practice.
Definition: Appraisal practice. Can an appraiser provide an opinion of value, but not call it an appraisal? The definition of appraisal practice in USPAP answers the question. Appraisal practice: valuation services performed by an individual acting as an appraiser, including but not limited to appraisal or appraisal review. Comment: appraisal practice is provided only by appraisers, while valuation services are provided by a variety of professionals and others. The terms appraisal and appraisal review are intentionally generic and are not mutually exclusive. For example, an opinion of value may be required as part of an appraisal review assignment 3. An appraiser may not circumvent USPAP by providing an opinion of value and calling it by another name, for example evaluation, valuation, analysis, etc. Some lenders and asset evaluation companies engage non-appraisers to provide valuations on REO properties. They use different terms for these valuations, such as broker price opinions, BPO, or comparative market analyses, CMA. Assuming no state laws or regulations to the contrary, non-appraisers may perform these assignments, and they do not have to comply with USPAP. This is because the individual performing the assignment is not an appraiser. Only appraisers are required to comply with USPAP. If an individual provides a valuation on a property as an appraiser, in a jurisdiction where USPAP compliance is required, he/she must comply with USPAP, including the rules, ethics rule, competency rule, etc., as well as the applicable standards, standards 1 and 2 for real property. 3 ibid. End of page.
Page 12, Definition, Report.
Definition: report. USPAP defines report as report, any communication, written or oral, of an appraisal or appraisal review that is transmitted to the client or a party authorized by the client upon completion of an assignment 4. In order to properly understand the requirements of USPAP, it is necessary to understand the difference between appraisal development and appraisal reporting. An appraisal is the act or process of developing an opinion of value. This is an intellectual exercise that is separate and distinct from reporting. What is delivered to the client is the report, not the appraisal. USPAP establishes separate standards for both appraisal development and appraisal reporting. For real property, Standard 1 governs appraisal development, while Standard 2 addresses appraisal reporting. 4 ibid. End of page. Standards 1 and 2. In USPAP, Standard 1 addresses the development of a real property appraisal. Under this standard, minimum requirements are established for development, which vary from assignment to assignment. Standard 1 includes minimum development requirements, an admonition that the appraiser must employ recognized methods and techniques, prohibition against substantial errors that significantly affect an appraisal, prohibitions against developing an appraisal in a careless or negligent manner. Standard 2 addresses real property appraisal reporting. This standard sets forth the minimum reporting requirements. It includes requirements that demand communicating in a manner that is not misleading, communicating information sufficient to enable the user to understand the report properly, disclosing clearly and accurately all assumptions, extraordinary assumptions, and hypothetical conditions, providing a certification in recognition of the appraiser's ethical obligation. Real appraisal assignments differ greatly from traditional mortgage assignments in that they normally will require a more complex development process and have more detailed reporting requirements. These types of assignments will require a different skill set than traditional mortgage appraisal and a clear understanding of the needs of the client. End of page.